this is very different because even for myself, growing up, I did not grow up with the PC Plus program.
Right.
I remember even when I was back home, my parents didn't spend time with me reading or playing with me, let alone, and when we learned about this program, we were like, wow, this is amazing. This is very interesting. And we need this for our families. We need to cultivate that idea, that mentality.
This is Hourglass, the podcast for United Way of King County in Seattle. Coming up, hear how the SeaTac-based organization Congolese Integration Network uses the early learning program ParentChild Plus to help immigrant children and parents adapt to and flourish in their new country. We'll hear from Congolese Integration Network's early learning coordinator, Eveline Bakulu, and United Way Community Impact Manager Whitney Nakamura about how many King County immigrant families, particularly those from Sub-Saharan Africa, turn to Congolese Integration Network for essential resources and community support. We'll also hear from United Way Chief Philanthropy Officer Anna Cronin about our Year-End Fundraising Campaign and discuss our upcoming free tax preparation campaign. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for tuning in. Now, if you're a regular listener of Hourglass, you know that we at United Way of King County applaud the work and impact of ParentChild Plus, a national program that offers an in-home, one-on-one teaching model, matching toddlers and parents with home visitors, usually those of the same language and cultural background. ParentChild Plus is offered locally by many nonprofit organizations, including some that are funded by and partner with United Way. They include the Congolese Integration Network, or CIN, a SeaTac-based community-led organization that serves refugees and immigrants, primarily those from Sub-Saharan Africa. CIN is like many of the organizations nationwide that offer ParentChild Plus, which says that 60% of the families the program serves speak a home language other than English. ParentChild Plus helps prepare children for school systems in a country many of their parents didn't grow up in. They provide resources specific to the children's cultural backgrounds that help increase vocabulary and pre-literacy skills and foster social emotional development. And though much of the focus on ParentChild Plus is often on the kiddos, CIN makes sure that its program addresses the needs and well-being of the parents as well. CIN has a food distribution program that provides nearly 2,000 pounds of food each month, with some fruits and vegetables coming from the organization's community garden. CIN offers a parents' healing circle led by a certified mental health therapist that's created a safe, supportive space for families to share experiences and grow together as parents. And CIN provides parents with self-advocacy and empowerment tools that train parents how to advocate for their children's rights in school and in the community. CIN is one of 7 Seattle area ParentChild Plus providers that in 2019 launched the Emerging Alliance of Communities of Color, or EACC, a group of providers that serve primarily Black, immigrant, refugee, and Muslim families. EACC's 7 executive directors have committed to building deeper relationships, sharing best practices, and working in partnership. Together, they've provided families with resources such as rental assistance, utility payments, and gift cards for food and cleaning supplies. United Way is proud to support the work of CIN and its efforts to empower immigrant families to serve as their children's best teachers and support their own well-being as adults. Hourglass recently sat down with CIN Early Learning Coordinator Eveline Bakulu and United Way Community Impact Manager Whitney Nakamura for a conversation about CIN's ParentChild Plus work and other ways it helps parents build stronger immigrant communities. We begin with Eveline, who spoke about the challenges in the communities CIN serves that led to the launch of ParentChild Plus.
They came up with this idea, I think, when, because they started first by helping women or many women who are coming here and needed some type of, orientation to navigate into the new system, new country. And then they realized that those women also had children or were having children here in America who needed also support. That's why they came up with the idea of starting the early learning program at their organization.
Okay. And what was that like?
So I'm the one really that started. I started as an early learning specialist when they hired me, and another guy that we were working with, William, was the coordinator then. So I just got a call. And I was like, they were like, we're looking for early learning specialists. Would you be interested? And I have a passion for kids. I've been serving kids for a long, long time.
Wow.
Yes. At the Sunday school in my church, in the community, I was always with kids. I love kids. Now I have two of my own. They're amazing. So I was like, sure, I would do that. And especially was helping the children from my community. So I understand them better, and I knew to better serve them because I'm on their shoes, And I thought it would be easier for me to serve them because of the language also. So it would have made it easier. That's why I jumped into this opportunity.
Oh, great. Now, talk a little bit about the funding that you all get from United Way of King County and how you're putting that funding to use.
The funding that we get, it goes towards the visums that we call material, or, the educational material that we buy and bring to the families. That's really basically what it's been going into use for the most part. And paying, of course, the employee, the early learning specialist, as well as myself, the coordinator. So we buy the toys that we try to try at least to find other materials that are culturally, matching with the families or, the background of the families that we're working with so that, the kids really learn what they're supposed to learn. But yeah, that's what the funding goes towards to paying for all those things.
Oh, great. Now, what kind of families do you serve and where are those families located?
When we initially started, the goal, since we are all from Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, yes, DRC, the idea was to help the people, or our people from our country that are coming here, because we're coming from a French-speaking country. Yes. So, and we have a bunch of dialects. Oh, we don't even want to go there. A lot. Everyone in the country speaks several languages. Yes. So when they come here, English is very, very new to us. Yes. So we initially started through it for the people from the Congo, but then we understood that there was a great need from other countries as well that speaks also French, or now we're serving Angolan, we're speaking people that coming from Brazil. Yeah, because we have an early learning specialist who speaks Portuguese. And we have others that speaks other dialects from the Congo, which is very helpful and great. Yes. Now we open ourselves to more communities, more countries, just because we are able to serve them. But before it was just our focus. But now that we found out, okay, our own people got a grip. They're now, better in their system. They understand things. So we're like, why not also help other communities who do not have the PC Plus in their actual communities or from their countries? So
where is the DRC community? Are most of the people from the DRC? Where are they?
They are located all over King County.
Okay.
Yes. And now we even have some that are transitioning, moving outside of King County, which are still in need of our program, but we're very limited because, as you know, the United Way Fund only covers people who live in the King County area. Yes, we've been advocating and trying to find other fundings that will help those people or all the folks who are moving out. Like, for instance, going to Piers and Stonehormish. That's where also a lot of our community members are located. Okay. Yeah, but for the most part, all over King County.
And so for those families that you do serve, how do you sort of build confidence in them as they navigate, what must be really a challenging situation coming to this country?
Yes. First, it's the advantage that we have is because we can relate to them. We come from the same, place, even not just Congo, but Africa. Right. Someone from Africa would have an easy way to connect with me and trust me because we understand each other. We come from the same place. Yes, that's how we build a relationship. And when they know we speak their language, we understand them. We say, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I also was in your shoes because I wasn't born here. I came also myself, Yes, my father brought me here 20-ish years ago. So I said to them, I know where you're coming from. I know what you're going through. I understand you because I was once in your shoes. Now that I'm settled, I'm also able to help you get comfortable and, be able to also navigate yourself in this country that welcomed us.
And so can you tell me, how is preparing a child for schooling here when you do the ParentChild Plus? How is that different here from what you would experience back in the DRC?
Yes, this is very different because even for myself, growing up, I did not grow up with the PC Plus program.
Right.
I remember even when I was back home, my parents didn't spend time with me reading or playing with me, let alone, And when we learned about this program, we were like, wow, this is amazing. This is very interesting. And we need this for our families. We need to cultivate that idea, that mentality of parents spending time with their children. And like I mentioned before, I'm now a mother myself. I understand the importance of spending time with my kids, just reading with them, playing with them, because I'm like, I remember the last time my father just sat on the floor or did something with me. So I want to create that memory. I want to create those memories and those moments with my children so that when they grow up, they know that, oh, mom was there with us and for us. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. We wanted our family to familiarize themselves or cultivate that mentality of spending time with their children, just playing with them, reading with them, because this is not something, and it's hard at first. Because you going to a family of a parent who's 30 plus years, they've never had this program, never heard of it, never done this. It's challenging at first because you have to tell them, mom or dad, you have to come and sit with us. We're going to do this together. It's not me coming to your house and just teaching, because I'm not just a teacher. You are the first teacher, because as soon as I leave here, you're on your own. It's you and your kids. So that's where we have to, okay. At first, we're patient with them. I'm going to teach you how this works. I'm going to show you this is what you're supposed to do. This is how it's done. But then next time I come, it's going to be more of you. So we coach them basically on how to do it. And that's the advantage. They're now like, oh, and the other good thing about this is that most of the parents don't speak English. Like I said, we don't come from a country where English is really spoken like that. So when we're teaching them now, they're also learning English at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at the same time with their children. Mm-hmm. So that's good. And like, oh, this is how you say red. And when I say red, okay, oh, red means rouge, for instance. That's in French, rouge. Yes, I'm going back and forth. I can speak it in their language that they understand. And then I say in English so that they know. Because kids are growing up here. They're not going to go to school in French or any other language. It's English. So we have to learn that. And we tell them, like, this is a continuous thing. So even if we stop after the 2 years of the program, you carry on with your life, with your family, and continue doing the same thing. I know it's challenging because we have parents who are new here. They're trying to work, and some of them have 2-3 jobs. It's hard, but they're trying really their best, and they really enjoy the program, and they're very grateful that we have this program for them.
Awesome.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about your background and sort of what led you to this work.
Like I said, I've always worked with kids throughout the community. People know me. If you see my face, you know it means kids are going to be around me. I carry things that kids always follow me. I can't be in a place where kids are not there and just surrounded by, Yes, I love children. I've always worked with children. Even back home, I was in Sunday school. And I felt very involved. And I carried it when I came here. I continued doing that. And that's what I said. When I heard about this opportunity, I was like, this is amazing. And it was also a dream of mine at some point to start my own childcare program. So I was like, yeah, let me familiarize myself, more with children here in America, because it's different. The perspective, raising the kids here is a little different than where we come from. So I wanted to get familiar with how the system works, things that kids love here, the way they do it. so that I was like, okay, in the future, if I want to do something like that, I'll know better and have a better understanding of how things works. So that's why I embraced this journey.
Great. And lastly, you have an event that you host every other month, a parenting event.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, we started this event because we thought it was important for our parents also to get together at some point. Because usually we just organize events for the children. We take them to the zoo. If we have a little extra funding here and there, we take them to new places, to playgrounds and parks and stuff. But we wanted also the parents to start getting together, even familiarizing themselves, among themselves, knowing each other. Even though we're from the community, I mean, you can't know everybody. And we wanted those families or those parents come together and share their thoughts or opinions or tips and tricks, just anything they do with their children that can benefit other parents around the program. Mm-hmm. Like the way you carry your your kids is not the same way, another person might do. So when we come together, we just share things that works for one parent and that might benefit another parent or help, just with each other, or just a space where we create a space where they just come and share their struggles also, and then we see if there's any solution or things that we can tell them so they can, we can bring them solutions to the problems and just help them feel comfortable and reassure them also that they're not alone in this. We're together, we're doing it with them and for them, because it can be exhausting having kids in this country and going full-time job and doing other stuff. So yeah, we just want them to come and have fun, talk with other parents. Hey, just have someone reassure you that you're doing a good job, keep up, or if you need extra help, this is something that you can do on top of what you're already doing. So that's where we came up with this program, and it's been going well. We have actually another one coming up this Wednesday. Yes, this upcoming Wednesday. We're going to host another one, so I'm sure parents are going to have fun.
Wednesday, 2 days from now.
Today's Monday, so Wednesday.
Okay, when's the one after that?
Another one will be after 2 months. So we try to do it every other month.
Okay.
Yes. So we just give parents space and to kind of recharge and then come back again together to another one. Yes.
Great. So Whitney, quick question for you. We talked so much about how we have tried to support and serve these organizations. Can you talk about what United Way gets? What do we get from them? How does that enrich what we do?
Oh, sure. I mean, what's so special about the Parent-Child Plus program is that even though it's a national model, it can be implemented locally within an organization in a very personalized way. And so, just seeing the value in preparing kiddos and families for school and life success, and recognizing that there isn't one size fits all for that, and that each program, embedded within their organization, within their community is really the best suited to do that work. And what you were sharing about coaching parents, really, that reminded me, it's such a unique program and such a unique role of the early learning specialists and the coordinators because, by design of the program and the position, you have to be great with kiddos, but you also have to be great with parents. And it is a very, important and difficult role that you're able to both teach and support this kiddo in their early learning development, but also really support and empower the parent in building that skill, that confidence, that knowledge around, early learning development and important milestones and just, navigating these systems. And so it is such an important and unique job. That is such a hard skill set, right? To be good with kiddos and their adults.
Exactly.
And I love what you were sharing about the parent groups too, because I think Congolese Integration Network has done a great job of both supporting the individual family in the home visits, but also continuing to build community, continuing to really grow the support and empowerment of the family, of the parents, in the different programs they're offering and opportunities to help them develop their advocacy too, right? Yes. Because this is just the beginning for these parents, right? Mm-hmm. Like you said, they are their best teachers. They are their best advocates. Those parents are learning how to understand and navigate and also participate in these systems. So being able to learn the different resources, the different, options, and also use their voice. They have such important and unique skills and perspectives to contribute. And so I think you all do such a good job of both supporting the individual family, but also recognizing that family is within a community, within a region. How do we also continue to grow their connections and support them as they kind of become more familiar and integrated into the region?
Right.
Yeah. Obviously a big fan of you and the program. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We've been, all the parents who've been in the program that give us great testimonies of the improvement, the growth, and, the big difference that this program has made to them and to their children. So that's why we always get referred to. We always have a wait list of kids who wants to join the program.
And another thing that I was thinking about when you were talking is, we are so fortunate in that as there are emerging needs around certain resources or items or information, because United Way works so closely with all these different community organizations who are implementing the ParentChild Plus program, we are able to support community through you, right? So being able to offer flexible funding for diapers or food or rental assistance or whatever, these emerging urgent needs are.
Yeah.
Knowing that we have these strong partnerships and that you all are working so closely with families and community members, what they need, obviously. Yeah. And so I feel like that's another benefit of United Way, that we are, so intimately aware of what is the need, what is the situation because of these relationships and our ability to partner around, responding to those different needs. So I feel very fortunate too that you've given me examples of this is what we're seeing, this is what we're needing, and that we can respond to that.
Yeah.
I think that's so critical.
Right.
One last question. Mm-hmm. If I'm a parent listening to this podcast and I want to sign up, get on your waiting list, or some way join what you're doing, how do I do that?
They can contact us. We have a website that will give. Maybe you can tell them the website. I'll give it to you so you can publish it to them. Or they can come to our office. We are open Monday to Friday from 9 to 5 p.m. So we are there every day. If they come, I'm always in the office.
Where are you located?
We are in SeaTac.
SeaTac?
Yes. Not far from the airport. Okay. So we're somewhere there. They can always come to us. We're well known. So, yes, everybody asks about Congolese.
There's a wait list.
Yes. So they better rush if they really want to be in the program. But I'm sure they would love it. I'm sure they will really enjoy the program because, yes.
Thank you, both of you, for your time and all you do. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah. One last thing, though, we just want, we're really praying, hoping that, this funding will get big so we can be able to still serve people who are relocating, like I said, moving to the Pierce County or Snohomish, because we've unfortunately had to turn down some folks because when we find out, where do you live? They say, PLO or Tacoma. It's sorry, we can't, take you just because our funding just stops at the King County. So it's really been sad for us. We don't want to do that. But at the same time, we're very limited. So we're hoping that we'll get more funding so we'll be also able to serve folks who are down there. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
For more information about the Congolese Integration Network, log on to CINSeattle.org. And now a word about United Way of King County's Year-End Fundraising Campaign, which will bolster our efforts to address hunger and food insecurity in our region.
Hi, I'm Anna Cronin, Chief Philanthropy Officer at United Way of King County, and I'd like to take a minute to talk about something that matters deeply to me: hunger in our community. Groceries are more expensive than ever, and programs like SNAP are under attack. Families are struggling to keep food on the table. These are our neighbors here in King County. That's where United Way comes in. This year, thanks to generous community members like you, we've delivered groceries to over 6,700 families through our grocery delivery program. That's over 150,000 deliveries for 18,000 neighbors. But there's still more work to do, and we're not stopping until everyone has enough to eat. Take Jamie, a mother of 4 in South Seattle. She couldn't safely access her local food bank due to unreliable transportation. Weekly grocery deliveries brought her family stability, hope, and nourishment. She told us, "These days it's hard to afford food. I appreciate you guys sending me grocery boxes. It helps me take care of my kids, my dad, and myself, especially with me being pregnant right now." Every delivery isn't just food. It's security, relief, and a reminder that someone cares. That's the power of your support. As this year comes to a close, we need your help to keep food on the table for thousands of families. By giving to our year-end fundraising campaign, your generosity directly provides fresh groceries, free school meals, and emergency food assistance. And right now, every dollar you give will be matched by our board of directors, doubling your impact for those who need it most this holiday season. Join us as we unite against hunger. Give at uwkc.org/donate. And from all of us at United Way, thank you for connecting families to the food they need to thrive, and happy holidays. Hope doesn't quit, and neither do we.
United Way of King County's free tax preparation campaign is gearing up for another tax season. Funded by United Way, the IRS, and the City of Seattle, United Way's free tax prep service is for individuals who make up to $80,000 a year, or up to $96,000 for non-single filers. United Way tax prep specialists help clients understand their tax situations and take advantage of benefits such as the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Working Families Tax Credit. In 2025, United Way served 18,200 of our neighbors, helping them access more than $16 million in tax credits and refunds. United Way tax sites will open on January 25th, but currently we are seeking volunteers for more than 20 free tax prep locations throughout King County, including sites at the downtown Seattle Library and in South Center Mall, as well as our virtual tax site. Volunteers are fully trained and IRS certified. To sign up, log on to uwkc.org/taxvolunteer. At United Way of King County, we are working side by side with communities to build an equitable future for everyone. Hourglass United Way is a podcast that highlights how we and our partners spend time making a difference in our communities. Our work is made possible by the generous donations from people like you. Please send comments and suggestions about our podcast to hourglassunitedway@gmail.com. To learn more about our work or to support United Way, log on to uwkc.org. I'm your host, Joe Burris. Thanks for listening. Until next time.